Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Every day we hear from Wall Street, you turn on the TV, and they're telling us how the economy's great, everything's great. And these are the same people that run the 401ks who, with a 2% fee, take more than half of your money and put it in their pocket. You will never retire comfortably in a 401k. But try to convince 90 million people, it's almost impossible. People just don't listen. They get comfortable and stay with these 401ks. They don't work. You're not going to be able to retire. It's simple. Go to my site, philsgang.com. Join the gang, try it for a month, and we're going to show you how to use a chart. And that is going to put you in such a comfort zone of retirement.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. There is only one talk show host, Phil Grande, who delivers both social and financial talk. Not even Hannity or Rush can deliver a 1-2 punch like that. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Phil Grande is unique, the industry leader, the first talk show host ever to combine social issues and finance into winning stock market ideas. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Aren't you tired of all the nonsense you hear from these financial shows like this?
Should I be worried about Bear Stearns in terms of liquidity and get my money out of there? No, no, no. Bear Stearns is fine.
And then they went bankrupt. This is what I'm talking about. This is crazy. Your 401k, they take half of all the money you put away. Look, it's not about the money you're saving. It's about where you invest it and not in a 401k. Join my gang. Start using charts. I'll teach you how to use a chart so that you can maximize your returns on the money you do have. And the earlier you get started, the better. Join my gang, philsgang.com. philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's pretty amazing when you consider that 7 years ago, we didn't have the treatments we have now. We cure 80% of children with cancer. Go back 50 years, we were curing 20 to 30%. This is the miracle story of modern medicine. We understand what makes this cancer tick. And of course, without donors from around the world, this just couldn't happen. There's one thing we're focused on, and that's beating this thing.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Every month now, we get jobs. They give us the job numbers. We've been averaging, they tell us, 235,000 jobs a month. It's been a lie. That's a bogus number. The BLS, that counts the jobs, they use what they call the birth-death model system. What they do is they manipulate the jobs, so 40% of that number that you see is fake. That's right. If you take 235,000 jobs, the number really is 140,000. They bogus up about 95,000 jobs. But that's what goes on now on Wall Street. That's why you want to be a member of my gang, Phil's Gang, philsgang.com, because that way you get the truth. Join my gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. People make it too complicated. Wall Street tells you the market cap and the trailing PE and the forward PE and price to sales to confuse you. All you need to know is, does the stock have volume? What's that mean? Energy. What does that mean? If you have people buying a stock, enough of the stock's being bought, it influences the prices to go up. Join my gang, philsgang.com. We're using charting, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
They just told us right away that we're going to house you, we're going to feed you, and every single one of his medical bills is just all taken care of.
They've saved my family from financial ruin. It allowed me and my wife both to focus on the most important thing, which was the health and well-being of our son.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes. And that's what makes St. Jude so magical.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Doctors send us the toughest cases to be treated at St. Jude, and our patients come from all over the world.
When we come here, they told me, don't worry, everything will be taken care of. We could never repay St. Jude for what they've given us.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti.
Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, people make it too complicated. Wall Street tells you the market cap and the trailing PE and the forward PE and price to sales to confuse you. All you need to know is, does the stock have volume? What's that mean? Energy. What does that mean? If you have people buying a stock, enough of the stock's being bought, it influences the prices to go up. Join my gang, philsgang.com. We're using charting, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money is coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
Jobs and the economy, economic growth are the number one issue for voters today, certainly, and whether or not we will see interest rates go up as a result of strength that we have been seeing in the economy recently.
Strength we've seen in the economy recently? Are you kidding? Recently, today, we just got the numbers. Business sales have collapsed. And today we find business loans are going into a default at a record number. Manufacturing today, we just got the report, hit a 7-year low. What is she talking about? Don't you love these cheerleaders? You just got to love them. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast, around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. I want to thank everybody who showed up for our book signing, Walter Scheer book signing, Saturday. And we had a great time and want to thank you. And we had a great showing, great amount of people there. It was good. It was fun. If you missed it, you still can get a book, Walter's Way. Just go to my website, philsgang.com. All the information is right there to get Walter's book. It's still available. And again, I want to thank everybody for showing up for Walter's signing. He had a good time, and everybody had a good time. That was terrific. Okay, back to business today. Before I start with this nonsense, the economy, how, again, we are going to raise rates. The market is stalled. It's up 23 points today. It's not going anywhere. Are you nuts? Are you nuts? What do they expect? This market can't break out. It can't go higher. We've been stuck for 14 months because there is not enough buyers. We don't have the pension funds. We don't have the 5 biggest banks. We don't have all the big institutions buying. They're going to gold. They're moving money out. For over 14 months, this market can't break out because there is just no energy in the market, meaning buying. It's not there. For 7, almost 8 years, this market's been going up. All fake. All fake. A lot of it's stock buybacks. Well, that's gone. So it's stalled. The next move is down. But they're trying to do everything they can to hold the market up. Now, this is interesting. They're talking about jobs, the economy, how great it is, and why we need and they're trying to take parking space in our head by saying the economy is doing so good, it's so healthy, that we need a rate hike to cool things off. Now, listen to this. You talk about myths. Listen to this nonsense.
And invested in industries that create good jobs that pay well, like clean energy. And wages are finally rising again.
Wages are finally rising. Are you kidding me? I wish he would just open up the Keystone Pipeline. Energy jobs. You know how many energy jobs there are out there? 770,000 jobs. That's it. Or about 0.5% of all jobs in the United States are these energy jobs. If he would just open Keystone Pipeline, we'd immediately have 800,000 jobs. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Every time you turn around, all you hear is we're shifting to renewable energy, or building wind farms and solar plants and making buildings more efficient, and we're developing biofuels, and billions of federal funds are trying to make it happen. If they would take those billions of funds and put it into bridges and roads and airports and the pipelines, we could really create some jobs. Isn't this stupid? What are you, nuts? Billions and billions going into these stupid jobs? About 65% of the jobs today are in this renewable energy, are in green energy, are with companies that recycle waste, cut greenhouse gas, pollution, and handle water conservation insulation. Here's the salaries: $30,800. A recycling worker gets $30,800. If you want to be an energy audit specialist, you get $40,000. It's crazy. Here's another job, another recycled job, $26,000. So here's the average pay: $30,800, $26,400, and an audit specialist, $40,300. That's the green jobs. Like I say, there's only 700,000 of these things. What's wrong with these people? Yeah, we have 20. Think about this. First of all, the recession has killed the clean energy sector. Like every other sector, killed it. And they're not on any hiring spree right now, I'll tell you. They've shelved all these plans for these wind farms and solar parks and biofuels. They've all been shelved. All kinds of people have been laid off. And many of these companies have gone into bankruptcy. And here's what I don't get. Renewable energy provides just a small, tiny fraction of electricity used today. And here's the thing. We have to subsidize this electricity. For every kilowatt, you and I have to give in $24. When we use coal, something like, 14 cents. But every time you do this anytime this renewable energy, this green energy, electricity, we have to supplement it, you and I. $24. This is nuts. This is nuts. But here's the allocations they have for money. If you want some money, they got $6 billion set aside for any kind of energy efficiency project, $5 billion set aside for weatherization programs for low-income housing. They got $2 billion set aside for advanced battery technology. All those battery companies are going out of business. They set $500 million aside for job training. $300 million set aside for fuel-efficient vehicles for federal government use. Are you kidding me? How stupid is this? And we can't get Obama to open up the pipeline. We need real jobs. This economy is not doing well. We need real jobs. More and more workers have seen their standard of living decelerate. Because, again, there's been so many delinquencies in businesses, especially small businesses. They're going out of business left and right. Manufacturing, industrial production is collapsing. We haven't seen it this week in 10 years. Output is falling through the floor. We haven't seen this kind of terrible output since the height of the housing and financial crises. And remember, it's production. It's production that gives you and I our standard of living. And it's falling like a flying crowbar, our standard of living. Terrible. What's even more incredible, think about this. After 90 months, 90 months of zero free money, zero interest rate money, trillions and trillions of dollars borrowed and printed and used as stimulus, injected directly into the economy, into the stock market. And yet the economy doesn't grow more than this year here, if we're lucky, for the year you analyze, 1.4%. Yet we're told the economy is in recovery and doing so well. We need this hike in June. Well, do you remember the hike that we got in December? It killed us in January. They're never going to raise rates in June. Are they that stupid that they'll remember what happened when they raised rates in December? What happened in January as the cause of it? I don't. How can that be? They're going to raise rates with business loans, delinquencies hitting an all-time new high. Manufacturing production is at a new low. And 39%, we had job cuts increase by 39%. Companies like National Oil, 17,000 jobs cut. Walmart, 16,000. Intel, 12,000. Halliburton, 10,000. Dell, 10,000. Chevron, 7,500. DuPont, 6,000. Even Buffett cut 6,000. And wait a minute, we're going to raise rates because the economy's doing so well with all those cuts? What the hell's going on around here? We'll see you on the charts. We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
We're on our best 2-year job creation streak in 20 years.
What are you, nuts? Who'd believe that? Let me tell you the truth. First of all, the 292,000 jobs we got in December 2015, and they told us the unemployment rate is 5%. Not true. You can't trust these people on Wall Street. You can't trust the press. What they don't count is, in December, for example, the 615,000 discouraged workers. A discouraged worker is a person unemployed, gave up looking for work, but this administration does not count them as unemployed when calculating the 5% unemployment rate. Instead, they classify the discouraged as marginally attached to the labor force, but they're not considered part of the labor force or part of the unemployment. That's why you can't trust what they tell you. If we back into 625,000, the real unemployment rate is 12%, not 5%. That's why you got to join my gang, where you get the truth and where we use charts. Join the gang, philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. There's so much bad news out there. Let me give you some good news. The good news is you can retire when you're 65 years of age. You can live the same lifestyle you've come accustomed to. But you're going to have to make a change. And what's that change? To get rid of your 401k. It's a scam. It doesn't work. We've never seen more people pulling their money out of 401ks than right now. $40 billion just in this last few quarters because they know it doesn't work. So they're taking their money and stuffing it in the mattress. That's not what to do. Look, it's not about the money you put away. It's about how you invest that money. And clearly 401ks don't work. But it does work here at Phil's Gang. philsgang.com, where we just got a return of over 35% in copper.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. You know, we come in the morning, we have what we call coffee talk. But we just don't sit around and throw the bull. Or joke or laugh. Our coffee talk is serious. Every morning before you start out investing, we have an intense discussion on what is going on and where we should be investing. Because it's all about not the money, but where you're putting that money. Join my gang, philsgang.com, and enjoy the best coffee in town.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. Let me ask you, could you use a little extra money? Well, of course you could. Everybody could use that extra revenue to pay the bills, pay down debt, or save for retirement. With philsgang.com, we help you make that extra income in the stock market. For over 15 years, Phil Grande and philsgang.com helps folks who are interested in learning short-term and long-term investing by providing professional-level charting skills and strategies. philsgang.com is your #1 source to learn, invest, and profit in the stock market. And you can do this for only $49.95 a month. With philsgang.com, you learn how to invest in the market. You get daily investment coaching guidance, and you will learn to invest and trade with the skills and confidence of the pros. Just log on and get daily investment instructions and make profits. Plus, all philsgang.com material is archived for your convenience. Go to philsgang.com to join or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Call today.
It's pretty amazing when you consider that 7 years ago, we didn't have the treatments we have now. We cure 80% of children with cancer. Go back 50 years, we were curing 20 to 30%. This is the miracle story of modern medicine. We understand what makes this cancer tick. And of course, without donors from around the world, this just couldn't happen. There's one thing we're focused on, and that's beating this thing.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. When was the last time you've gotten a raise? Been a long time. When was the last time you got overtime? That's been a long time. Sure, why? What people don't realize is we got two components out there that is killing your standard of living. Free money provided to CEOs from the Federal Reserve, and then the way the CEO is being compensated. CEOs are not compensated on performance anymore. CEOs are compensated on stock options. That's how they make most of their money. So as long as the Federal Reserve will give them money free, they're going to focus on the CEO buying shares back to pop that price up to make that stock option. That's why you're not getting paid. Join my gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hey, little darling, go to
Stock Corner is brought to you by the Phil's Gang video channel. Go to philsgang.com, click on the video channel graphic, and check out Phil's free videos on the market, economy, and current events.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Again, a reminder, Walter's Way, we still have the book available. Go to my site, philsgang.com, check it out, and we still have copies of the book. And remember, all the money goes to charity. Don't forget that, to charity. All right, this is the Vera and Walter Scheer Foundation in St. Jude's. Now, the market is flat. I would say it's up 8 points, but the market cannot, they just can't drive this market to make new highs. There's just the energy is not there. The banks, the mutual funds, the big hedge funds, they're just not putting money in. It's been 7 years now. 7 years with trillions of dollars in stimulus, and they still can't break this market out. They just can't break it out. We have a problem. They keep telling us how we need this rate hike because the economy is doing so well. Who's saying that? This is ridiculous. You know the economy's not doing well. We all feel it. The economy's not doing well. We know they're full of it when they tell us the economy's doing well. They're trying to take parking space in our head. It's stupid. We know the economy is not doing well. Retail sales are down. Business sales are down. Durable goods sales are down. Everything's down. Manufacturing, everything's down. The culprit has been the trade agreements and the greedy 1 percentile like Warren Buffett. That's the problem with this country. Example, take from 1947 to 1975. The output per worker grew by more than 75%, and wages rose nearly the same amount. Can you imagine? That increased our standard of living incredibly high. Think about that. That turned our workforce, our working people, into the most vibrant middle class in history. 75% output. That's incredible. By 1975, our productivity, which drives our standard of living, remember, how we live, you and I live, increased by 180%. We tripled what we could produce per hour of labor. Our standard of living was doing good. Then all of a sudden, it stopped. Why? I'll tell you in a moment. But first, let's go and take a look at some stocks, see if we can make some money together. All right. There's a great opportunity. Now, I know you heard this from me back in November, December of 2015. I said, make sure you're with me. We're going to buy the metals when nobody wants them. I'll tell you when the biggest banks, the mutual funds, the pension funds are all putting their money back into metals. And on my chart, we could see it. And it happened. And as you know, the metals, if you're a gang member, you would have an opportunity of over 100% move in those metals to the upside. That's right, return of 100%. Now, the retail sector's gotten killed. There's two fantastic companies, JCPenney and Macy's. Now, if you were a gang member, you would have made money shorting both JCPenney. It dropped 36% from the time it turned green to red. And you would have made money on Macy's by shorting it, 52%. Now, I'm not saying you made all of it, but the time from where the chart indicated a sell, where it turned from green to red to where it bottomed out, was JCPenney 36%, Macy's 52%. So you could have gotten half of it, maybe all of it, maybe most of it. But the point is, you saw on your chart the opportunity was in front of you to pull the trigger and sell short. So easy. But we're going to now wait, and we're going to go through a transition. I'm going to today invite you to go through the transition from where it's dropping to when it turns around, just like I did with gold. I did this exactly with the metal stocks. Silver, I said, will outpace gold. Remember? That was back in December 2015. I said, you watch. Silver will outpace gold mining stocks. And they did. So I'm going to tell you the same thing here. We got some tremendous opportunities in JCPenney. I mean, what a great stock JCPenney is, and Macy. So let me give you the number, 877-600-GANG. So join today, just like I said to you back in December of 2015, and we'll catch it going back up the other way. We'll follow these two stocks like we followed our gold, GDX, AU, our silver was PAAS. Now this time we're going to follow the retail. So let me give you the number, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. You join and tell me for $49.95, you're investing in yourself. Try it for a month. You'll see. You'll see it works. You haven't got to do any work. Just come to the site 2 minutes a day. That's all. See what we're doing. Because we guide you. Tell you, okay, stay in it. Put more money in. Take some money out. Take some profits. We guide you. And we'll guide you with JCPenney and Macy's when they make their cycle to go back up. When we see the hedge funds, the banks, the pension funds all putting money back into these. Okay? Because that's who owns them. But they took money out. All right? So check that out. 877-600-GANG. And see if we can get, I'd love to see 20 people sign up and follow me in those in those two. That'd be great. That would really be, I'd love to take 20 people and prove to you 20 people this works. It works. It works. Now, we're talking about how productivity is our standard of living, right? We produce, we have a vibrant standard of living. We don't produce, standard of living goes down. And we had an incredible increase in standard of living from 1947 to 1975. By 1975, our standard of living increased, or our productivity increased by 180%. Unbelievable. But what stopped this? NAFTA. Soon the CEOs, the elitists, the 1 percentile. And remember this, back then, for every $1 labor received, the CEO got $45. So remember, compare the salaries. For every $1 that labor received, CEOs got $45. They were paid $45 for every dollar labor received. Imagine this. Wait till I tell you I get back how that all changed when NAFTA came in and how different it is and why we're in trouble. We'll be right back. Join my gang for Macy's and JCPenney.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Even if the federal funds rate were to return to near zero, the FOMC would still have considerable scope to provide additional accommodation.
Accommodation, what's that mean? It simply means printing money. What she's saying is the economy's terrible. We're going to claw back that 25% or 0.25% interest rate hike that we did in December. And I'm going to print a whole bunch of money so that we can give it to companies to buy their own shares back so they can boost the stock market higher. The problem with that money is 0%. That means that people lose their jobs. They go from full-time to part-time. From part-time, they go to poverty. That's the problem. We can't keep doing this. Here's the point. When the market is going up, it's always when the economy is bad. Join my gang, philsgang.com, so you can participate.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Everybody was asking me, how did I know to short forward when it was November? And it was when Aunt B was telling us everything was fine. Well, what people didn't know is Aunt B was lying to us, because when she was raising the rates, machinery sales were down 5.6%, computers were down 8.7%, communication equipment sales down 21%. I took a look at our chart and I saw that institutions were pulling money out of Ford. So we said, let's short Ford. And we did that in November, on November 10th, because my charts told me there was a big sell signal, and we took advantage of it. And you know that stock Ford has now dropped 17%. That's the return my gang has now, 17%. Don't follow any of the jibber jabber from CNBC or the Fed. Follow me, philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. You know, every day we hear from Wall Street. You turn on the TV, and they're telling us how the economy's great, everything's great. And these are the same people that run the 401ks, who, with a 2% fee, take more than half of your money and put it in their pocket. You will never retire comfortably in a 401k. But try to convince 90 million people, it's almost impossible. People just don't listen. They get comfortable and stay with these 401ks. They don't work. You're not going to be able to retire. It's simple. Go to my site, philsgang.com. Join the gang, try it for a month, and we're going to show you how to use a chart. And that is going to put you in such a comfort zone of retirement.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, there's nothing worse than you're investing in a stock and during the day something happens and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. Or you call somebody and they just give you a bunch of BS. Not here at Phil's Gang. We value every gang member. During the day, you got a question about your stock, you contact us. We have the best service in the world. philsgang.com. You're not alone. You're a gang member.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
They just told us right away that we're going to house you, we're going to feed you, and every single one of his medical bills is just all taken care of.
They've saved my family from financial ruin. It allowed me and my wife both to focus on the most important thing, which was the health and well-being of our son.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes. And that's what makes St. Jude so magical.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Doctors send us the toughest cases to be treated at St. Jude, and our patients come from all over the world.
When we come here, they told me, don't worry, everything will be taken care of. We could never repay St. Jude for what they've given us.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti.
Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Listen to this contradiction.
February existing home sales down 7.1%.
American consumers, they have more cash on hand.
What a contradiction. Matter of fact, all the information you get from all the different financial programs, it's all contradiction. But here at Phil's Gang, I will tell you the truth. Join my gang, philsgang.com. You will enjoy it.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. It's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. The culprit is NAFTA. That's why you don't feel you're in recovery. But first, I like to play a clip from Saturday. This is the author, Walter Scher. He was doing an interview with Channel 7.
Most important thing I had going for me, I was born in America. Only in America could this happen. A kid like me, a poverty kid from Ozone Park, the Depression days, to get a book to do 4 companies and help children only in America.
Unbelievable. That was Walter Saturday, and just incredible. You got to read his life story. It's unbelievable. But books are still available. Go to my site, philsgang.com, and they are available. Okay. Now, NAFTA, if you don't feel like things are good, well, think about this for a moment. We got screwed with these trade agreements because before the trade agreements, from 1947 up to 1975, everybody was doing good. Our standard of living was flying. Everybody was doing terrific. Our standard of living was increasing. Our productivity increased 180%. Then we got lied to. They told us, we're going to go global. That means that there's going to be more jobs for Americans. They're going to get more wages. Really? Well, think about this. NAFTA. Before NAFTA, for every $1 of labor, in other words, for every person who worked, for every $1 of labor, the CEO would get $45. Do you know what changed after NAFTA? The CEO jumped up to, for every $1 that labor got, instead of getting $45 CEO, they got $1,723. Isn't that amazing? However, the wages for the worker, for the middle class, dropped 33%. All our jobs were being shipped to Mexico. We got the shaft. Today's CEOs, especially of the 14 largest multinational companies, get away with not paying a penny in federal. These companies don't pay a penny in federal income tax. They don't. And these same companies don't pay a penny in federal income tax. They continue to view their workers as nothing more than a cost to be cut. In April, cuts in labor were dramatically increased by 39%. As compensation of CEOs increased 22.8% due to the stock buybacks. Again, all these zero interest rates being the culprit. CEOs of multinational companies, think about this, make 350 times more than their employees. That's incredible. And don't forget, they make the rules of the game. Because they make such wealth, they buy Congress. So they make the rules, including labor laws, pensions, what the laws are for pensions, corporate laws, tax laws. They've all been authored by corporate lawyers to give to the lobbyists, to give to Congress, who they're owned because these CEOs make so much money and the investors make so much money. So everything is drafted in the best interest of the rich in Wall Street, not Main Street, and certainly not the best interest of the country. Now, the reason why so many Republicans and independents are now supporting Trump, they're turning against these Republicans, the establishment. Because even when the Republican gained control in the House and the Senate, they could not accomplish anything for Main Street. They didn't even try to stop the funding for Obamacare, which killed us. The Republicans, the establishment, for years have been lying about how it's necessary to cut taxes for the rich as they spend that tax savings to create new jobs. A total lie. It's just not true. For one, it's not true because it's small businesses, especially new startup businesses, that create nearly 78% of all the meaningful jobs in this country. So it's a lie when they tell you, cut the taxes for the rich because they create the jobs. No, they don't. Not with the money they save from the... No, they put that money in the pile of the rest of their money. They use other people's money. It's a lie. It's a total lie. Rich always put money they get from tax cuts in a pile with the rest of their money. They don't spend it because they don't need anything. Unlike the middle class and lower class, working class, they spend even more than what they make. Capital gains. And Trump's taking a position on his capital gains as he should. Congress needs to cut taxes for the job takers, not for the rich, the job takers. And eliminate immediately the payroll tax, because it's a very cruel tax. It's a tax on labor. And it was put in place by the U.S. Treasury to make up for the revenues they thought they were losing because of capital gain tax for the rich. The capital gains tax was put in place to encourage the rich to invest their wealth instead of hoarding it. So instead of paying the top tax rate, say 39.6% on investments, such as stock, real estate, art, wine, gold, whatever, they came up with a lower rate. But the losses for Treasury would be made up by taxing the middle class and the lower income worker, tax them on their labor. How cruel is that? Example, under George Bush Sr., he lowered the capital tax to 15%. Now, at the time, the top tax rate was 39.6%. Carter lowered it to 28% in 1979. Reagan lowered that rate of capital gains to 20%, but then later he moved it back up to 28%. Clinton lowered it back to 20%, and then Bush lowered it to 15%. So that's why they don't drop the labor tax. They should cut the labor tax, but they don't because that's how they make up the difference. Isn't that ridiculous? And then Obama jerked it up from 15% to 23.8%. So every time you give the rich a tax cut, it doesn't go into creating jobs. It goes into their pile of other money. Now, yes, of course they create jobs. They buy companies, but they use their other people's money. They don't use their own. They don't. There's always been, remember, a positive relationship between tax cuts and employment growth. And remember, employment growth, okay, is driven by tax cuts. But not for the rich, but for the middle class. When you cut taxes for the middle class and the lower income groups, then you get employment growth. Cutting it for the rich, you don't get employment growth. You got to cut it for the middle class, and that's what Trump's saying he's going to do. See, tax cuts for the top 1% to 5% has always resulted in a real tiny amount of growth. Want proof? Just go look at how we grew, our economy grew after Baby Bush cut taxes for the rich. And another myth is corporations need a tax cut. Are you nuts? Because with the money they've saved, in fact, think about this. Corporations, they're not paying taxes. They have over $2 trillion in profits stashed overseas. And then corporations, they say, well, we'll cut taxes for them. Because with the money saved, they would plow it right back into their business by way of new buildings, machinery, computers, communication equipment. And most important, they would hire new employees. No, they don't. That's a bunch of BS. As I said, corporations already have over $2 trillion profits stashed overseas, untaxed, by the U.S. government. They've not created jobs or raised wages in America. If anything, they've only offshored more jobs to lower wages in this country. So Trump's got a lot of work to do if he becomes president, believe me. We got to get to the middle class, cut the taxes for them. Stop this nonsense we cut taxes for the rich and everything will be okay. It trickles down. It doesn't do that. We'll be back. Take a look at some money-making ideas when we get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Yellen came out and told us that she is basically going to pull back the 25 basis point hike that she had in December, the quarter point, because the economy is bad. Then she's going to do quantitative easing. So what does that mean? That means as the economy gets worse, the market's going to go up. See, most people think when the economy's bad, the market should be going down. Just the opposite. Because when the economy is bad, the Federal Reserve comes in, prints money, gives it to the companies to buy their own shares back to push their stocks up. Because when the economy's bad, people aren't out spending and their stock doesn't go up. This is how they do it. A great opportunity. Don't miss it. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Become part of this wealth effect. philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, people make it too complicated. Wall Street tells you the market cap and the trailing PE and the forward PE and price to sales to confuse you. All you need to know is, does the stock have volume? What's that mean? Energy. What does that mean? If you have people buying a stock, enough of the stock's being bought, it influences the prices to go up. Join my gang, philsgang.com. We're using charting, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Aren't you tired of all the nonsense you hear from these financial shows like this?
Should I be worried about Bear Stearns in terms of liquidity and get my money out of there? No, no, no. Bear Stearns is fine.
And then they went bankrupt. This is what I'm talking about. This is crazy. Your 401k, they take half of all the money you put away. Look, it's not about the money you're saving. It's about where you invest it and not in a 401k. Join my gang. Start using charts. I'll teach you how to use a chart so that you can maximize your returns on the money you do have. And the earlier you get started, the better. Join my gang, philsgang.com. philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti.
Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Hi, my name is Phil Grande at philsgang.com. The 401k big lie. They tell you invest $10,000 a year for 30 years, compounded at 6% annually. You will have a grand total of $245,000 to retire. That is not true. That is not the truth. What they don't tell you is the hidden fees. There's 27 hidden fees in your 401k. When you're all done, you lose half of what you put aside for your retirement. That's right, half. And another thing, you're not allowed to do individual stocks in a mutual fund. And you're not allowed to make money when stocks go down. That's ridiculous. Would you buy a car with just forward and no reverse? Why would you ever be in a fund that you can't make money when the stock market goes down? Join my gang, philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Welcome back to Phil's Gang Radio Show. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
You know what's interesting is that initially what took Apple shares down in part were these reports coming out of Nikkei surveying suppliers saying that they're not getting the orders in. And then today we have Taiwan's Economic Daily saying just about the opposite.
No, that's not what took Apple down. You know what takes Apple down? When the pension funds, the 5 largest banks, the mutual funds, the hedge funds, when they decide to take their money out of Apple. You haven't got to know all that stuff, what she's talking about, Maria. That's the beautiful thing about using my chart. And I want to share with 25 people, see if I can sign up. My goal is to teach 25 people, introduce them to my chart, join the gang, and stick with me with Macy's. Remember, when it turned from green to red, it was because the institutions, the banks, the pension funds, the mutual funds, they pulled their money out. That's why it turned red, and it dropped 52%. You had an opportunity to get some of that 52% selling short. Same thing with Macy's, dropped 36%. Both of those we caught. Just like we caught gold going to the upside over 100% and silver, over 115%, I think it was silver. So my goal is to get 25 new people. I'll prove to the 25 Every day you follow us with JCPenney and Macy's when it turns and goes back, when the institutions come in and there's a transition between selling and they go back in and buy. These are top companies. You just got to know when they're going to come back in and buy. Oh, and they're going to come back and buy. There's no question. These are top companies. They're in these companies. They own the shares of these companies. They stay with these companies, but they're going to put their shares in. And I'll prove to you, just follow these two companies, it works. And when the market does break and drop 40, 50%, which it will, you'll be in position to make money on the way down. And let me give you the number. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-GANG. Steve is there. Alex is there. They'll explain it to you and they'll sign you up. 25 people. Okay. Now, I love these myths about if you cut taxes for the rich, the economy grows and new jobs. Cut taxes for corporations, economy grows and all kinds of new jobs. Not true. Not true. You got to cut for the middle class. That's what you got to do. And remember, there is no relationship ever between tax cuts and job creation. That's right. There isn't. What CEOs do is with company profits, they buy their company stock back. And they get rich by buying their stock back. They pay dividends to their investors, then the CEO pays himself an enormous salary in options. And not to mention, they spend billions and billions, all kinds of money every year to buy other companies. Buy out other companies. Not raising wages, not creating new jobs, not doing R&D. In fact, when they do their mergers, they never notice how banks, when they merge, they fire everybody. Corporations do the same thing. So this relationship between tax cuts and job creation with corporate, a bunch of nonsense. Matter of fact, we can thank Bill Clinton for the stock buyback. That's a stock manipulation. And I hope when Trump gets in, that he goes to the SEC and he stiffens those rules on stock manipulation, which is stock buybacks. That's what made CEOs so rich, creating these stock bubbles, and they don't care about the company and they don't care about the employees because they get very rich with these stock buybacks. Are you kidding? Stock prices go up 7 times faster than profits? That's stock manipulation. These companies are sitting on a mountain of cash. Going to give them a tax break? Are you nuts? They don't use any of that money for R&D, finding new products, new markets, job training. They don't increase wages or provide new jobs. Right now we have 14 companies with the lowest tax rate, like GE, Verizon, Duke, and others. They reported $107 billion. These 14 companies, $107 billion in profits is what they reported. 14 companies. And none of the 14 companies paid any federal income tax. And yet, they fired nearly 70,000 people in the last 4 years. The companies with the highest tax rate, like Lowe's and Bed Bath & Beyond and CVS and J.M. Mucker, they paid at least 32.9% of their $168 billion in profits in taxes. And they created more jobs, 115,000 jobs. So it's the companies that are paying a higher tax rate are the ones that are creating more jobs than the gangsters who are paying the lowest taxes. That's right. 14 companies with the lowest tax rate report $107 billion in profits and no federal income tax. But the guy with the highest tax rates, those companies, they paid their fair share on their $168 billion in profits. Isn't that something? No, what we need is not tax cuts for the rich, not tax cuts for corporations. What we need is fiscal responsibility. Then the people, again, will have confidence in the economy. They'll have confidence in their leaders. They'll have confidence in their lenders, buyers. They'll buy. You got to get people buying, but they're not going to buy unless they have confidence. They try to give them confidence now by lying to them. Cutting corporate income tax does not create jobs. Cutting labor tax, that creates jobs. That creates jobs. You know, it's like the 401k. This guy came out today. You know the creator of 401k, you know what his name is? Talking about myths. About giving these corporations and the rich tax cuts, and they're going to create all kinds of jobs if you can cut taxes for them. That's a myth. And same thing about the 401k. The big myth, it's a retirement plan. No, it's not. And the guy who founded the 401k, Ted Benna, he's the creator of the 401k. He thinks it's a scam, which only enriches the financial industry, not the savers, not you. And he said they should be blown up. He describes the 401k as overcomplicated, fraught with too many hidden fees, and too many bad decisions. And he said after 30 years, his 401k is a complete failure. And remember, I told you, the 401k technically is owned by the government, provided for your benefit. You don't own the 401k. Do you really want to invest in a 401k when it's a failure? It's not a retirement plan. But tell me a retirement plan you put up 100% of your hard-earned money and you take 100% of the risk. What are you, nuts? And get 30% of the return if you're lucky? Housing, another myth. We always hear about how housing is so strong. Housing is strong. No, it isn't.
The median price of homes listed for sale today is up about 50% over the last 4 years and is almost 8% higher than the rest of the country. Take Texas. Prices are up 50% in the last 5 years, and Colorado, they're up 40%. But there are some Super Tuesday states that are underperforming in the...
All right. Strong, give me a break. Look, if it's so strong, then why is it the home ownership fell to a 3-decade low in April? Why are rent prices the highest since the financial crisis? Why are rents soaring? Because demand far outpaces supply. And that's an indication of the imbalance in the nation's housing market. Rent in April went up 3.7% higher than a year ago. The same 12-month rate of increase for the 5th month in a row. And since, think about this, and since Travolta's big hit Saturday Night Fever, wages have gone up just 1.4%. Wages aren't keeping up with the rent. Household median income is $56,000. A 1.4% gain would translate to about $66 more a month. The median rent for a 2-bedroom apartment is $1,300. A 3.7% rent rise is about $48. That would swallow up pretty much all of that 1.4 salary gain, and that's nothing left for soaring medical insurance. There's no big boom in housing. That's a bunch of malarkey. Okay, 25 folks. Here's the number, 877-600-GANG. Join and work with me on Macy's and JCP. You'll be happy, believe me.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to